Alright, we should be recording. Yeah, I see the files. So, as it says over here, Monstrum, which, I know very little about. I did see it is a Unity game, though, so I did set up so it's in borderless window. Hopefully there's a crash. Hopefully there won't be a crash, but if there is, hopefully I can get out of it. And interestingly, I have the new audio interface. The last recordings, I had to use my headset. But I have a new audio interface, so all fancy. Actually does have one weird quirk to it that I need to reach out to the company again to try to figure out what's up with it. But so far I am happy with it. I've done some recordings with it. But yeah, let's get into this. Oh, come on. There. I hate, and it's been like this for months, but I really hate the new clock app in Android. I really should, because I got old ones that I can, like, I think I can still like put timely or something on there, but I hate that you have to hit the specific buttons to start and stop a timer. It's like, let me hit the timer. Just let me do that to start and stop it. Okay. Okay. Huh. Hang on, I saw something. Let me just... Is this an actual thing? Oh, yeah, it is. All right. When I was trying to, like, find some kind of guide so I'd know what, like, the partition is of stuff, I, did see a thing about this. That apparently it's possible to get yourself stuck. Well, the idea there was you could... Come on. It's not doing anything. There we go. That in order to avoid the monster, you can do that and then, like, just be clipped out. Clearly that doesn't work in that situation. It could have also been an old guide. But anyway, I didn't see anything for exact position. Well, exact, like, chapters or anything like that. So I just have the 40-minute timer going, which is why I was complaining about the timer. Yeah. Can I take that with me? Can't take any of this with me. I don't think I can. Oh. Hitting wrong buttons everywhere. That's right. It is a British developer. Oh, and I did also see, apparently there's a sequel to this. Alright, seen another pair in hours. Okay. Finally. It's weird how quiet it is. Speaking of quiet... Okay. I was gonna say I can talk about the new audio interface. Although I got all this stuff. Open container Windows 6 at the start of my ship. Doorway blocked off. Oh, doorway. I'm used to that being one word. It's like the space there was throwing me off. Ay. I keep wanting to pick it up that way. So the what I had before was the Tascam US 2x2, meaning it can have 2 inputs, but technically also 2 outputs. I never really used that feature, but in theory, I could have set it up so it's like put game audio to one device. I think I've talked about this before. Game audio to one device, output device, and like some kind of chat on the other device, and then record them separately. But it started flaking on me, quite annoying. So need to replace it. And what I decided on is something that's really overkill for what I do, but you know it'll work. Oh, nice. So had some various options. Do have some requirements. So one is, obviously USB to XLR, and can provide phantom power. Needed to be able to output stereo, because I run it to, although this is where the quirk is, I run it to a stereo amp for my speakers. Now can I get... Oh, yeah, I totally can. Just in case. Okay, that was it. But let's keep exploring first. Anyway, I had different options. The one I decided to go with is the Zoom UAC 232, which is a similar 2 input and 2 output, though I don't exactly know how some of that works because there's only the 1 input and 1 output audio device. But in any case, one feature that it has that is neat, even if I have no idea when I may ever use it, because I don't think OBS supports it. But it has 32-bit floating point record capability. So I see a silhouette out there. Oops. And it left. So bit depth speaks to the amount of precision that you can use when recording. You basically have to know what the amplitude is of the signal coming in for every sample, and that's what the bit depth controls. So more bit depth, more precision, which also means that we're not going there. It also means things like I have no idea what just happened. I do know I'm running. I think I'm in serious trouble. Oop. And I'm dead. I have no idea what I was supposed to do in this situation. Yeah, so 16-bit to 24-bit is a significant leap. In terms of precision, but 32-bit well, rather 32-bit floating point. In theory, if you could do 24-bit floating point, I think you could achieve the same goal. But 32-bit, it allows for some really neat things. Basically, what bit depth has to deal with is the dynamic range of the audio. Just like with video, how they want to go to 10-bit for HDR. Right? Same idea. No, I'm not going to hit C. Because that way the distance, well, not exactly the distance, but there are more steps between the lowest and highest value. Now, for video, that would be like, black and, okay. And white. Audio is different. Now I'm starting to get into territory where it's like, I'm not completely sure, because it's not like this is what I fully read on. But basically, with audio, you are going between, like, negative infinite decibels and 0 decibels. Just the way it's logarithmic, the 0 is the loudest you can go. And this is also where things get kind of complicated, because you can have the issue of clipping, it's called, where you make a noise so loud that it cannot be distinguished from 0. So even though, well, that you can't distinguish between, like, the 0 point, well, the negative, I kept hitting E, which leans, apparently. Like, it can't distinguish between 0.01 and 0.02. So it's clipping. You technically, I guess, would be a form of aliasing then. It's just, you don't know what's there. And that can be it. Flare gun now? Okay. I really have no idea what I'm doing. But anyway, so yeah, because 24 bits is only 2 to the 24th power number of steps, but when you get really, really close to 0 dB, you run into that problem of... Is that the room I was just in? That's not the problem you run into, but it's you can't really distinguish between them. The dynamic range fails you. But 32-bit, well, for one thing, 32-bit has a lot more steps, but it also has its floating point. So it not only has all these additional steps, it's also it can move around. So you can have tremendous precision basically at any value. So okay. So it becomes much more difficult to clip, because even if somebody is really, really loud, is always peaking, is always at that clipping, you actually still have enough data that you can lower them and lower their levels and get information and actually get the audio out. Because even in that fraction of it, hey, let's get out of here. Okay. Well, I got the fuel. No, that's all I got. And let's go down this way, since I will be able to get back up. And by the way, the reverse is also true. If somebody's really, really low, you can bring it up because there's still so much precision that's afforded you there. Now, I'm not using that way because I don't think OBS supports it. That makes some sense. You would need something that can read, well, that can record such precision. Not everything does offer that. But still, as I decided, yeah, I'll get that instead of something else that's also about $200. Because that's a capability I can see being useful in the future. Maybe. I don't know if this is where it was. I know I wouldn't have come up this one, though, so I'll go down this one. It also has some other neat features that I do like. The Tascam, it was a single switch to turn on phantom power. Basically, there are two different kinds of mics most people will ever encounter. The dynamic, which is just... there is more nuance to it, but it's essentially if you were to take headphones or a speaker and just start yelling into it. I have no idea what the purpose of that would be. A welding kit. I mean, real life, yes, but not in the game. Have I been here? Don't hear any walking. I think what I'm hearing... Yeah, I have been here. This is where I started. Okay, let's head back then. That's not good. Anyway, yeah, so the Tascam has a single switch for turning on... No. You can go somewhere else. Okay, so there's the dynamic mic, as I was saying, which is like a speaker just in reverse. So you're moving a magnet to induce a current. There's also condenser mics, which today, if they were invented, you'd call them capacitor mics, because that's what it actually is. It uses a capacitor. So it's electrically instead of magnetically driven. You know, let's see how far down this goes. Okay. I still really have no idea what I'm doing. But yeah, being electrically driven, though, does have the catch that you need electricity. But yeah, it's basically... So the way a capacitor works is you basically have two conductors that are separated by some medium that does not conduct. That does not conduct electricity. And the thing is that a charge builds up between them because you know, if you have one side powered, and that buildup is how much builds up is the capacitance. Okay? So it's how much charge, how much energy is available on them. And what you can do then is, well, that the amount of charge will vary based on just how exactly just how much resistance there is between them, which is also a function of the distance. So I'm pretty sure that is actually how they work, is that the diaphragm... Huh? Oh, okay. That the diaphragm of the microphone is part of the capacitor, part of the condenser, that's the old name for them. And... well, that's terrible. I'm not sure how much I like this game. I don't know how long I can go in it. Because, I mean, it's like, how do I progress? Because, I mean, look, it's just new game. I don't understand this. Anyway, so as I talk, the pressure of the sound waves moves one side of the condenser, one side of the capacitor, so it changes the capacitance, and that's recorded. The thing is, you do need to charge it. You do need to put the electrical charge on there. That's called phantom power. And the thing that's kind of nice about this Zoom is the two inputs have their own independent buttons for that. And it's also neat because, and what else is neat about them is they are buttons that are also lit by an LED. So like right now, I know mic 1 is powered because the LED is lit. I don't have a second mic, but if I did, I could do that, or I could run a instrument in there. But also importantly, it just works. Since that was, you know, kind of the problem I was having with the Tascam. And honestly, I would have been happy to get another Tascam, except I contacted them and never heard anything back. Like, nothing at all. Yeah. Now, true, I have also had this weird issue with the Zoom, but I have heard back from them, but I think I need to reach out to them again. But the reason I need to reach out might actually be my fault. I tried using an email alias. The thing is, I can't send from that alias. The idea to using an email alias, for those that don't know, is you can do such things as oh, I do need to do that. Okay. Yeah, I don't know how to have one. Okay, I can do that. That's good. I can use the number keys to select things. Anyway, is that like I purchased it directly from Zoom, and I can give them an email alias because just in case if that email address was somehow like leaked, compromised, whatever, I could just shut it down. They don't need my real email address if I'm just making a purchase. Support, however, apparently it might have been nice, because it could be that since I can't send an email from that from that alias, it might be then that that's why, even though I did reply to answer their question that they had from me, I haven't done anything back. It might be that it didn't come into their system right. There was like, because it was on like in the wrong email, from their system's perspective at least. But the issue, and it's not a problem right now, is for whatever reason it like takes a while for the driver to engage. Okay, that's for the sub. Yeah, it even says it. And it's very, very annoying because it's like, you know, it'll delay starting, say, a YouTube video until the driver launches, which can be a few seconds or longer. Now, fortunately, when I've tried with a game, it has not been such an issue. Okay, I was expecting some kind of highlight. So I still need a fuse. Now, fortunately, I do have a workaround. It's just not that great, especially if I want to use my headphones, because my headphones can only connect to my to the audio interface. The amp doesn't have a functional headphone jack on them. It kind of failed me. I mean, seriously, it actually did give me problems, so we had to remove it. It was causing interference, the headphone jack. Um, but it is still because of how some of the stuff. Well, I didn't realize, I had forgotten that the my amp has multiple audio inputs, so I actually just connected the computer directly to the amp, so that just completely gets around the issue. It's not ideal, because I don't have the headphone jack anymore, but at least, you know, it is functional and it instantly plays things. Um, that's disturbing. And by the way, depending, if I can't figure out how to progress, I will just, I mean, I'll do some recordings in this, but I may give up. You know, not understanding a game is a fair reason to stop. Um, well, that's not fair. And that thing just knew where to go. And still knows. Okay. Where am I? I will grant it this, even though I'm not understanding the game, I think it's going well for the heart rate monitor. Which it just made me think I should check to make sure it's working. Oh, good. I need that. Now I need to figure out how to get back to the sub. Why would I want to? I don't know what use that would have. This is actually not the way I want to go. I want to go up and get back to where I'd been before. And I know I was in the middle of talking about something, but it's left my mind now. I guess I can just say that concerning the issue with the audio interface. It's, oh crap. It is absolutely just a software issue. So, and they did get back to me asking for some information, basically DirectX diagnostic kind of stuff, but more just what's your operating system. And I sent the information to them, but I've not heard anything back yet. No. There we go. So, hopefully I will at some point. But yeah, I mean, it's their drivers. It's probably just a driver issue, which is software. So get that fixed. Ow. And it'll be great. But I mean, as it is, it's not a great workaround. I don't like that I have to do the workaround, but it does work. So okay, I'm just going in circles. Ah, here we go. No. Fuel would be for the helicopter. If I also find the pump. Damn it. Now I'm back here. That was not a happy sound. No, that can't be the way. Okay. Back to the stairwells. Let's just go up. Okay. Yeah, I'm basically on the wrong side of the ship, is the problem. Wish I had a map. Okay, how am I supposed to have a closer look at? I have no idea. Nope. Come on. Nope. This is just gonna kill me. have no idea what I'm doing. I really don't. Okay, here's what I'm thinking. I'm going to stop this recording. It's close enough to the end. Come, there we go. See, and I hate the clock on this thing. Yeah, I'm thinking I'll stop this one. Get the next one started. And I'll do a few. Like I'll do 4, so give me 2 weeks because I don't know what I'm doing. I really don't, and I don't care if it's giving great data, which I'm actually not sure if it is. Because if I'm not enjoying the game, there's no point to it. I'm not going to invest that much time into it. In which case, then I'll have to figure out what I want to do after it. But that can be another thing. Oh, that's nice. Get killed by all 3... I'm looking at the achievements. Get killed by all 3 monsters. Yep. Aim away from face. Stun monster with fire extinguisher. That's it. I'm actually kind of curious. What are all the other achievements? Escape via the helicopter. Escape via the lift raft. Via the sub. Win against the brute. That's the thing we just had. Win against the hunter. Based on what it's showing there, that's the one before the thing that leapt at me from the when I was in the things the cargo containers, and friend zoned. Win the game against the fiend zoned against the fiend. That must have been the one with the purple haze kind of thing. Oh, in any case, I can stop this and get the next one going. But yeah, if it doesn't start connecting with me, I'll say 4. I don't want to do 2, just 1 week, but I might, 2 weeks is like, okay, yeah, I gave it a fair shot. But if it doesn't connect, but it does seem like maybe it's just try to escape. Fine. I don't understand what I'm doing, though. I don't know where I'm going. How did I get on the other side of the ship and have no path back? I mean, I was just so lost and confused. Anyway, see you next time.